welcome back to the Super Mario World No Cake, No Star World Tournament. My name is Wade Carrick, and we got a great matchup today for y'all between thugkjj and TNT. This will be pretty good because this is TNT's first match of the tournament. Very well-known runner, really good runner, so it'll be interesting to see what he's got for us. Thug, of course, has been an absolute madman during the tournament. His times right now, because I know he's been doing it really good. Down at a high 37 against Japan play. 235 against Tengu Liam. So we should be seeing a pretty good run from Thug, hoping for the same from TNT. Now going through this Yoshi's Island 2. Both of them are going to finish up with a 360. Now we're going to be moving on to Yoshi's Island 3. But they're going to have to rely on those brown wooden moving platforms to give Mario a little bit of a boost. That's going to help them put a 259 on the in-game timer as opposed to a 258. You're going to see me bring up the in-game timer quite often. It's going to be at the very top of the screen by the item box. Wow, TNT taking a death and having to go back in. That might be the first Yoshi's Island 3 death of the tournament. Oh no, you know what? It's very much not. We've actually seen several. He was able to get that 259 on the way back. Thug getting that shell jump in Yoshi's Island 4. Great job for him. He's been going for that and nailing it. He does that quite often in his runs. TNT opting to just jump over the shell and continue on. Now Thug's entered Iggy's castle. Let's see how he manages these cages here. Doing nice with the 281 door. Looking good. TNT's right behind him, going through Iggy room 1 right now. Thug's gonna pick up a flower for a little faster of a kill for Iggy. Alright, nice job getting out of there with the 241. TNT's staying small. So he's going to have to rely on a small kill for Iggy, but it's going to help his maneuverability in upcoming levels. Alright, getting out there with that 240 small. We'll be meeting up with Thug in Donut Plains shortly. Alright, and going through Donut Plains 1. This is going to be their first real challenge when it comes to platforming. Not as hard as it's going to get later in the game. It definitely has a lot more variation in it than the Yoshi's Island levels. You're gonna grab this Yoshi that's gonna help him get up to the secret exit right here at the end. Watch him just throw Yoshi, go up into the pipes and get the key. And now he's making his way through the Donut Secret 1. It's TNT. Sticking with this small Yoshi. He's gonna pop off that and stay small. That's gonna help him in Donut Secret 1, potentially. Thug choosing to use fire to get those fishes out the way. Now, Thug right there at the Rip Van Fish was able to just hit him, grab the block, and move on. Thug's TNT's gonna have to be a little more careful when he gets to that part. Thug finishing up there with the 240. Now watch TNT's screen. He's going to want these blocks up top without taking any damage. Just going to loop around that fish and snuggle up against the other. It's going to cost him a little bit of time, but it's pretty safe. Yeah, and he's just going to get out of there with the 239. Still really good. Thug's bouncing off that boot to get up to the door and finish the level quickly. When you play this casually, you have to go through several rooms to actually reach that door with the vine. Now Thug has reached one of the scariest levels we're going to see here today, Donut Plains 3. Currently has claimed more lives than any other level in the tournament so far. Thug's looking pretty good right now. Wow, keeping that speed and jumps going all the way to the very end, looking real good. TNT's coming up behind him, just recently entered the level. He's going to be small, so let's see how this treats him right here at the death spot. Ooh, he's unfortunately going to take a death. Maybe that's why they call it the death spot. I don't know. Either way, Thug's going through Donut Plains 4. Watch him. Oh, I was going to call out a trick he wasn't able to get. He typically bounces off a shell right there, and it looks pretty neat. Alright, Thug's got himself a star, and he's going to use that to help finish up this level. These Goombas can kind of be finicky, and the Hammer Brother just kind of sucks too, so he's going to use that star to just not deal with any of it, get out of there a little slower, but a little safer. These runners are encouraged to watch the restream because knowing where your opponent is can change the different strats you use, and that could potentially be why Thug chose to use that star this time. He knows he's ahead, he knows he's doing good. He can waste a little bit of time being safe if it ensures a victory in the end. Thug needs to slowly make his way up room 3 right now, while TNT is probably going to grab himself a flower. Yep. He's going to be moving on sans star, so he doesn't have the protection Thug had, already twice losing the Yoshi, showing off why it was such a good idea for Thug to use it. Looks like he's too scared to do the Yoshi throw. Doesn't want to go for it. Understandable. Losing Yoshi for a 4th time. God, there's no loitering, TNT. That's illegal. You gotta keep moving. And he's gonna get out of there with a 218. Thug's finished up Morton. He'll be moving on to Vanilla Dome soon. Alright, going through Vanilla Dome 1 here, you're gonna see Thug pop up and grab this blue shell. That's gonna not only be his blocker for that little hallway there, but it's also gonna give him the wings he needs to get up into the secret exit. TNT getting those 2 fireballs in a jump out on Morton. He's gonna be joining Thug in Vanilla Dome here shortly, as Thug enters Vanilla Secret 1. Ooh, nice, getting past that choke point of Koopas. Also using that Yoshi to get up to the top tier. Very good Vanilla Secret 1 from Thug. Now currently over 2 levels ahead of TNT. He'll be heading up top to Vanilla Secret 2 on top of the Vanilla Dome. So we'll see Thug grab himself another Yoshi. That Yoshi's going to come into play later. So hopefully he keeps it by Butter Bridge 2. His next chance for Yoshi is Forest of Illusion 1. Though we do see lots of runners go back for a Yoshi if they somehow drop this one. Fantastic job. Great job from Thug getting up through there. TNT as well, getting through that choke point. He's just got to manage these green beans, and he'll be moving on. Alright, so Thug is going through Vanilla Secret 3 right now, where he's just going to be jumping off a few dolphins, hanging out with the fishies. TNT's going through his Vanilla Secret 2 Koopa bounces. Really, once you get up in the air and start bouncing off of them, there's not too much to worry about, but we've seen a lot of runners give us stuff to worry about in this level. So, glad to see TNT doing fairly decent through it. Yeah, getting out there with the 258, he's looking pretty clean. Thug's still firmly ahead, making his way through the Vanilla Fortress right now. Not anything you can really do to speed this level up. You just kind of slow roll it to the end. But a fortress this long means it's possible that we could see both runners in the same level at the same time. Thug has now hit the reservoir fight. He's not going to allow TNT to hit the fortress at the same time as him. He wants to get out of there. And now Thug is entering the most exciting, highest testosterone level you've ever seen, Butter Bridge 1. I was actually reading an interesting article the other day that had something involving this, where during the late 50s, scholars at MIT were trying to develop some of the first artificial intelligence that's ever been created, especially on the newly acquired computer systems they have gotten from the CIA. They start running the AI program to try to create a utopian society in which all of mankind can become one and live in harmony. They let this computer run for over 3 years. 3 years this program ran, making the greatest utopia that society has ever seen. And when they were finished, they were stunned. Everything looked somewhat pixelated. There were Koopas, there were small platforms that moved up and down. None of this made sense until 1990, when Nintendo released Super Mario World. And those old, gray-haired now professors at MIT were stunned in silence when they saw Butterbridge 1. It was exactly what they had seen in the 50s of a utopian society where every man, woman, and child could live in harmony. And still to this day, we strive to live to the perfection that is Butterbridge 1. Wow, that did not take long enough. We're still in Butterbridge 1. Jesus Christ. It's an auto-scroller. We're going to the right. Alright, thank God. Thug is out. He's gonna be moving on to Butterbridge 2. That's a true story. Don't look it up, just trust me. It's true. Now, going through Butterbridge 2, you'll see Thug take advantage of this Yoshi that he's got here by grabbing that blue shell. And this is no cape, not no flight. So he's gonna, just do a cheeky little fly over the last part of the level. Oh no, TNT has stated in the race room that there's a fire alarm in his building. He's one of the few who actually listens to fire alarms and left the building, leaving us on Butterbridge 1. It's hard to know what to watch. Thug going through his race or TNT stopped in Butterbridge 1 for all to see for all of eternity. So you'll see Thug making his way through room 3, navigating those cages. Alright, so he is out of that Reznor fight. Yeah, called it Reznor. Sorry, I'm doing 1,000 things at once right now. Ludwig, same thing, they're related. That's a story for another time though. Alright. Thug kind of a little sloppily making his way through Forest of Illusion 1. He's still got his Yoshi though, so he's looking good. Alright, let's see. Thug, go for those Yoshi clips there. Landing on the Yoshi right in the corner. Ditching him once he gets in the wall. He's going a little slow though, so he's going to grab himself a block. And that's going to double his speed effectively. So he can just cruise on through. However, these blocks are temporary, so it's going to run out about here. Yeah, right about there. But there's another item he can grab. Just take the key and stroll your way to the end of the level. As you'll see on the right-hand side, TNT has still chosen to stay in the utopian society created just for him. Well, Thug moves on to Forest of Illusion 3. Let's see if he gets a little wall jump here. Oof. Looked like he got the pixel, but didn't get the jump. So he fell back down to the spring to continue on. No big deal. Alright, getting that 258 pipe. Just needs to hit those blocks and get on out. He's gonna make his way over to Roy's castle, say what's up to him. I remember the Utopia Society that I said Butterbridge won. What? This is the opposite. This is the opposite of all that. This is kind of a pseudo auto-scroller where we just have to watch him ride a block snake for what feels like 3 hours. I think during the last race I watched the entirety of The Irishman while someone was in Roy's castle. Alright, he got himself through. He's making his way towards the end. He's hit Roy. He is small, so he has to rely on 3 jumps as opposed to 2 fireballs and 1 jump. He's gonna go ahead and get out of there with the 215 and make his way on to Chocolate Island. Alright, coming out of that cutscene, make our way over to Chocolate Island 1. Thug is currently small right now, so let's see how his platforming skills are. Because this one can be quite the doozy. Alright, he's looking pretty good though. He's gonna go ahead and stick small, get a nice 11 to bring himself up to 20. So he's got 20 swag points now, moving into the ghost house. If he can get 100 swag points, he can redeem them for anyone up on the top shelf. Alright, getting that door at the last second. He's gonna have to do a damageless jump up on these booths to get up to the door. Did a great job, still staying small and fearless about it. Oof. I was debating whether or not to call that gap difficult, but I was like, nah, Thug's got it. He's on a great run. Nothing could happen. Damn, takes a death. Because you gotta kind of finagle your way through those 2 little platforms there. But yeah, this level, sometimes you just miss that. You just run straight first, or face first into the little dino rhino there. He's now gonna make his way into Chocolate's secret. This can be a pretty rough one, especially if you're small, so let's see how these chucks treat him going through room 1. TNT, of course, still hanging out in the utopia made for him. That is Butterbridge 1. Sometimes it's hard to get players to leave there for days at a time, because it's such a magical place. You see Thug jack up some P-Speed. It's going to help him kind of fly down a little bit. Lost the P-Speed, but it's better to have had P-Speed and lost it than to have never had it at all. I think my grandmother used to say that. She was really big into Mario. Alright, he's navigating those trucks pretty well. Let's hope these slopes don't eat his jump. Nice. So Thug's popping off to the Wendy's, seeing what specials she's got. Nice jumps over the side. He's gonna go for a crusher skip here. Let's see if he gets past the crusher. Oh my god, he almost ran face first into the second crusher. That was terrifying. He stopped on a dime that was able to keep his life. And able to exit room 1. So now he's going to be in room 2. Watch him do a little delay here. And that's just to line up the floor with how he wants it. Now he's just going to charge through the rest of room 2. Oh, except taking a damage is going to eat the jump he had planned. Oh, taking another death. He needs to be careful because TNT could catch up at any moment if he continues taking these deaths. This is still anyone's game. Alright, he made his way to the Wendy fight. Just needs to get... I was gonna say he just needs to get 3 hits, but actually he only needs to get 1. Almost got himself in a sticky situation, but he knew how to avoid that. Alright, he's gonna leave Wendy's castle. Still slightly ahead of his opponent, only by a few worlds now. He'll be moving on to the sunken ghost ship. Well, TNT, still hanging out in the most perfect utopian society that's ever been created. A place where man, woman, child, animals big and small can live in harmony. And he's picked the highest point to do it, to oversee the bounds of the land with his own eye. What a beautiful and fitting end. Thug, however, is in the exact opposite. As he goes through Suck and Go ship, somehow almost getting shot by a bullet. Didn't know that happened, but there you go. Now he's a little teeny tiny Mario, so he's gonna struggle here at the end, figuring out what to do with the boo ring he's gonna have left over. I don't think he really goes for a double despawn, so we should just see a single from him. And then he's either gonna swim through the boo ring and risk it all, or just wait outside. To be fair, this is a race where his opponent has completely stopped. Oh my god, he didn't even get the double, and he just went for it and swam straight through. Oh my god, the double swim through. Oh my god. I didn't expect to have my heart rate jacked on a one-sided race, but Thug's a baller. That's all there is. Orb. GG's for Thug grabbing that orb. He's gonna be heading on to the Valley of Bowser. Now, you're actually going to want to be small for this, just to kind of maneuver your way through all these moles. Makes it a little easier for you to jump over them in these 3-tile high hallways he's running through. He sure is looking good while doing it, though. Ooh, a little needless backup there, but still looking good. Now, going through VOP 2, ooh, he had a little corner clip, so he's kind of thrown off. Hopefully he's able to recover from that. Disco Shell's coming for him, though. Yeah, that'll do it. You should have just thrown that green shell up. Hopefully kind of Iron Curtain, take their missile out with your missile. Now he's all sorts off cycle. Yep, that'll do it. Thug getting close to a game over. I never thought I would say that for a dude who's been putting down low 35 runs. I kind of want to see it. I want to see someone get a game over and win. So I know this is selfish, but just hear me out. If he game overs and wins, that's a story. Alright, Thug, you gotta go for the sandbar. Meet your maker. Oh, alright, I guess he'll survive. Sorry, I swear to God I'm rooting for him too. That's I'm not against him, I just want him to die. So he's gonna have to slow roll this level. Alright, let's see if Thug gets this orange jump up at the top. He's getting, oh, he didn't have to rely on an orange jump because he kind of goofed up one of those jumps. So he's going to be getting that secret exit to move on to the fortress, while TNT still just right behind him, hot on his heels. Could be anyone's game. Alright. You'll see Thug moving back and forth, trying to maintain his P speed, so whenever he needs to, he can just blast off and just keep his speed going under those crushers, off the Potaboos, and he's got more sets of crushers to get by. He had kind of a weird last Potaboo there, but was able not to take damage and still look good. Now he's at the Reznor fight. Ooh, real sketchy fight. If he continued left, we could have seen him splunk in the sketty. All I'm looking at is that one life. As he moves into Bowser's castle, he has one life left. As I've said earlier, he needs to get several hits on Bowser, but Bowser potentially just needs to get one, so we'll see. He is big, so that's kind of a little safeguard. Peach will be throwing out mushrooms too. He should be fine. But shoulds and coulds and woulds could win tournaments. Brackets would be completely useless. Bowser just to the right enough not to waste that Mecha Koopa. He's going to pull one over into the second phase for ball skip. Grabbing the shady shroom for backup, just in case. You can see him going for ball skip here. He's going to wait till Bowser's on the right side of the screen, chuck that up, and hit. It's going to make Bowser forget to drop his second of two balls and go straight to dropping Mecha Koopas. So he can get his fourth hit in right here, and then move on to phase 3. You can see him throw up through the clown car, hit Bowser. It's going to make him bounce 5 times as opposed to 8. He's going to be getting ready for that 6th and final hit. And there we have it. You guys get your GG's out for Thug, who's going to be finishing up with that 37-25. Big GG's to him, but even bigger GG's to TNT, who has allowed us to just stare at the glory that is BB1 for over 30 minutes now. Truly incredible work of art. So I want to see some big GG's in chat for both runners coming out here and throwing down those runs for us. Alright, and I just want to remind y'all of a race we have on later tonight. So you guys make sure to check the schedule, because I'm not sure where it's going to be aired just yet. But at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific, here in about 2 hours or so, we have Brams versus Awu. And if I'm not mistaken, like TNT, this will be Brams' first race in the tournament. That'll definitely be a really good one, so you guys make sure to watch that. And we'll let you know about the future of this race. It looks like Thug is really trying to get TNT to race him for the win. Thug doesn't want this free win. Thug wants to earn this win. So it's looking like there's a chance that this race you just saw might get a rematch. Because he don't take wins easy. He's going to earn them every time. With this 37.25, that puts him at 2 runs at the 37 mark. Would be great to see him race again because I know he wants to throw down some 35s for y'all. However, that is going to do it for us today. You guys make sure to check out the bracket, check out the schedule, follow your favorite runners, follow when the next ones are going to be on, and I'll see you guys at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific for the Brams versus Awu race. I'm Wade Carrick, and I'll see you for the next one.